for today's 10-minute tidbit. So, who's got one of these? Good old stability ball. Probably it's tucked away somewhere. Maybe you've taken the air out of it to put it aside, because they do take up quite a bit of room. But I'm going to give you 10 exercises that you can do with this today that will get every bit. We're going to work the shoulders, the chest, the biceps, the legs, the core. We're going to work it all, okay? Now, these come in different sizes. I don't know what size this one is, but I just want to show you quickly how you know if it's the right size for you. So go ahead and sit on your stability ball, and you'll see that I have a nice 90-degree angle here, okay? We don't want to be either knees up here, then it's too short, or way up high like this, then it's too tall, okay? But kind of right in between so that you're getting that nice 90-degree angle, okay? I have several different sizes here. This is the one that fits perfectly for me, okay? What we're gonna do today is, like I said, 10 moves, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. The reason for the longer rest today is sometimes it takes a little bit to get yourself into position, and I'm going to talk through getting into those positions as we get to them. So for right now, let's put that ball off to the side just for a second so that we can get warmed up, and then we will get that timer going. You can tell I have a nice level floor here. All right, let's get a little jog going. We'll get ourselves warmed up. I do have a mat because we will be on the floor for some of this. Good to have sneakers on or bare feet, but not socks, because there will be some things that will have our feet on the ball, and I don't want your feet slipping off. Okay, so things to keep in mind. If you need to pause and go get that stuff, go right ahead. All right. Pushing it up, side to side. All right, we're gonna do a little heel down, hinge towards that toe, come up and switch sides. We're gonna be working those hamstrings. On a couple of the moves, you're gonna feel it, and I wanna make sure that you have a nice stretch there. Heel down, toe up, hinge, and then switch sides. Coming forward with a nice flat back. Feel that stretch in the hamstring. Good. All right, we're gonna do a nice chest opener. Bring those hands in and around, open the opposite way. Good. Open. All right, so this is gonna move pretty quickly. I'm gonna explain as we're going through these moves, all right? First move that we're gonna do, we're gonna be down on the floor. You can use weights for this or not. We're gonna do a little bicep curl. So kneel on your mat. You're gonna lean yourself onto the ball, and then you're gonna put your elbows against the ball. Now, this may mean that you can't lift as much for your bicep curls. So give it a test. Have a couple of different size weights available if you're using weights, because by having those elbows nice and steady like that, it's a little bit tougher to get that curl. All right, I'm gonna get this timer going. I'm gonna grab my weights. All right, palms are out. I'm kneeling, and then my belly up to my chest is on the ball. All right, and we're gonna do 30 seconds of bicep curls. So nice and controlled, up and down, squeezing the biceps. Exhale on the up, inhale on the down. Nice and controlled. 10 more seconds here. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, go ahead and put those weights down. You're gonna go lay down on your back. We're gonna do bridges. So the way that this is gonna work is lay down, put your heels on the ball, all right? And we're gonna push up just as if our heels were on the floor. So be very careful, because the ball is going to wiggle around, and that means that you have to be extra tight through the abs to keep yourself stable on that ball. All right, here we go. We're gonna push up, go nice and slow, and bring yourself down. Stop right before your butt touches the mat, unless you need to. Get your stability back. Up and down. So you're gonna feel this in your hamstrings. You're squeezing the butt on the way up. Good, good, good. All right, and rest. Okay. Next one is our chest fly. So we're gonna grab those weights again. The best way to get into this one is to sit on your ball and then walk yourself out, okay? Now what I want you to do is bring your hips up. I have my shoulders, my neck, and my head on the ball, and I'm gonna bring those arms out nice and wide. I'll twist a little bit so you can see. Arms out nice and wide. All right, keep the hips up, and we're gonna bring them up to the top, and then back out. So the nice thing about doing things like this on a stability ball is you get a bigger range of motion. You'll see that in a minute when we do our crunches. Because you're able to go beyond level, because if you're on the floor, you'd have to stop. So it gives you a nice big range of motion. Weight in your heels, squeezing the glutes, keeping those hips up, and resting. Okay, so the crunch is next. You're gonna sit on your ball, bring yourself forward a little bit, okay? So I'm just a little bit past my knees being parallel, all right? The nice thing about this, again, is when you lean back, you're able to come back further than flat, and then we're gonna come up with a crunch. We're not gonna sit all the way up, we're gonna come up about 3/4 of the way. So lean back, exhale. I'm pushing my low back and butt into the ball as I come up. Really extending past flat on my way back. Squeezing on the way up. Good. And resting. Okay. Declining push-up. This one is a really tough one. It's a little bit tricky to get into as well. But again, we're going to start back on the ball, all right? And then we're going to bring ourselves forward. So the further your hands are away from the ball, the harder the push-up's going to be. If you need it to be a little easier, bring yourself halfway. The important thing here is flat down. I'm going to kind of go in between, so I'm actually about on my knees. See if I can make it the whole 30 seconds. So down, push yourself up. Nice flat back. Again, takes a little bit extra ab work to keep myself from wiggling all over the place here. Nice wide push-up. I'm letting my elbows go out to the side. You can do this narrow as a tricep push-up too. Woo. One more. And rest. All right. Push yourself back up to get off of that. Woo! Sometimes getting in and out are hard. All right. We're going to go back down into that bridge position. All right. Only this time, we're going to pull our knees in. So we're going to work the hamstrings. Now, the hamstrings, we already felt it in the bridge. We're going to work them a little bit more here. So you want to bring yourself up into that bridge. You're going to straighten your legs out, and now pull them in. Straighten out, pull them in. Try to keep the hips up. Woo. Might have to pause, get your balance there, pull it in. Out, and in. Woo-wee. Couple more here. And rest. Okay. Woo. All right, we're gonna do this one half on one side, half on the other side. It's a balancing row. So you're gonna put your hand on the ball. That same side, the leg is gonna go up and you're gonna hinge forward and we're gonna row on one side. So the side that has the weight is the leg that I'm standing on. The other side is balancing on the ball. All right, so we're gonna hinge in a row. So my back nice and flat. Try to get that foot, leg out. We're going to do 15 seconds on each side. All right, switch it to the other side. So again, this causes you to have to really focus on your balance a little bit more because this ball is moving. And rest. All right. We're going to do another knee pull, but we're going to be in a plank position this time. So bring yourself onto the ball and come forward. All right. And you want to make it so that your shins are on the ball, your wrists are below your shoulders, and then we're going to pull that ball in by bending our knees. It takes a little bit to get in the right position sometimes. What I'm really trying to focus on is keeping my back flat, pulling those knees in. Woo! All right. Wow. That was a tough one. All right. We're going to do another chest press. This time we're going to do an incline press. So the last time we were nice and flat. This time we're going to purposely have our butt down below our shoulders. So we're going to come here, press it into your heels. All right. We're going to do this as a nice wide chest press. Let me turn this way so you can see better. All right, so my head is not on the ball. Ball goes up my low back to my shoulders. And I'm pressing through the chest, squeezing in a nice press. I'm going straight up so that those arms are ending up over my shoulders at the top of that. And rest. All right, last one is a back extension. I really like this one. Again, it gives you the opportunity to go further than parallel because of the ball. So you're gonna get on your toes. I'm about hips to chest on the ball. I'm gonna lace my fingers behind my head and bend myself over the ball. From there, I'm gonna squeeze through my back, pull myself up, and then roll back over the ball. Up and roll down. So I'm squeezing my butt, I'm squeezing my low back, squeezing through the shoulders as I pull my elbows back at the top of that. Good, a couple more here. And rest. All right. Stick around for a moment. We're going to do a little bit of stretching. I'm just letting the ball go off to the side. So, 10 moves. Got a little bit of everything there. Definitely a format that you can go through that whole thing again. We got everything. I mean, I hope you felt it in your legs and your core. It might take a little bit for you to be able to stay on the ball. Because it's really about finding the right position for your legs, for your feet, for your back, anything that you're doing. But keep at it because it's a lot of fun. All right, let's sit down on the floor and do some stretching. So I'm going to bring one leg in, I'm going to bring the other one forward, and I'm going to hinge down towards that knee. This is getting the hamstring. We work that hard on both the bridges and those hamstring curls. So we want to make sure that we give them a nice stretch. Good. Let's bring that in on the other side. Come forward. Really bring your head down to your knee as much as you can. Excellent. Ooh, that feels good. All right, bring those feet together. Let's get the inner thighs. All right, I'm going to stay down. I'm just going to reach my hands together, pull those arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades. And let's come forward.
Push the hands out, head down, separate the shoulder blades.
And let's get a nice side tilt. And let's go over to the other side. Excellent. So that's all I have for today's 10-minute tidbit, working with that stability ball. So if you got one, get it out, dust it off. I had to dust mine off. I truly did. But have some fun with this. There's a lot of things that you can do with it. Maybe I'll come to you tomorrow with another one with yet some more. We'll see. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope to see you back here again real soon. Have a wonderful day, everyone.